Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to another daily devotion with your girl, Sallie D. Isaac. Come on in. Y'all already know what time it is. Like, subscribe, and share because you never know who may need what it is that I have to say. Okay, so today's daily devotion is called The Worst Failure is Failure to Try. And so I chuckled when I read it. I don't know what the topic is about because y'all know I don't read them beforehand. We get the revelations together, okay? So today's verse is coming from Joshua 1:9. Be strong and of good courage, for the Lord your God is with you. It is impossible to live successfully without taking risk. Leo Buscaglia wrote, to laugh is to risk appearing the fool. To weep is to risk appearing sentimental. To reach out to another is to risk involvement. To place your ideas, your dreams before the crowd is to risk being called naive. To love is to risk not being loved in return. To live is to risk dying. To hope is to risk despair. And to try is to risk failure. But risk must be taken because the greatest hazard in life is to risk nothing. Only the person who risks is truly free. Franklin Roosevelt spent much of his life battling illness and was confined to a wheelchair. Yet he became one of America's greatest presidents. He said, it is common sense to make a method and try it. If it fails, admit it frankly and try another. But above all, try something. The Pursuit of Excellence. Ted W. Ingram gives the advice. This advice about the importance of trying. Starting today, you can begin to enjoy using the developing gifts. If you've always wanted to write, then write something, a short article, a poem, an account of your vacation. Write it as if you were going to be published. Then submit it somewhere. If you're a photographer, gather your best pictures together and submit them as entries in the contest. If you think you are a fair tennis player or golfer, enter some tournaments and see how you do. You may not win the top prize, but think how much you'll learn and experience just by trying. The worst failure is failure to try. I know for me, growing up, I was a very analytical, still am, working on it, very analytical. I have to know everything. I need to know what's happening, why it's happening. And a lot of times, if I don't understand why it's happening, it's like my brain won't let me go no further. It's like, I remember when I was in college, I think I was working on my bachelor's, and my teacher wanted us to write a paper. And I'm like, he done went through the outline of what all we need to do in the paper. I don't remember what the paper was on, but I stayed at the class and I was like, can you tell me why we writing this paper? Cause I was so frustrated because I just couldn't understand. Like, you want me to write this paper? What's the purpose of this paper? Cause I'm not understanding why you want me to write this paper. And once he was able to explain to me why, I was able to do it. But that seems cool. Life especially if you are a follower of Christ, then you'll know God ain't giving you no instructions. Not like that. He's not about to tell you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No. Mm-mm. No. He might not. He probably will tell you 1, maybe 2. And then once you do them, then he'll tell you. But the thing is, you got to do. We have to do. And I'm learning on this journey, when the Lord gives me something to do, I try to immediately do what it is he had asked me to do. Like last year, he gave me a video. Like, I don't even talk about like the wrath of God. Like, I don't even talk about it. I don't think I ever really talked about the wrath of God, right? And so I was in my prayer closet, and he wanted me to talk about it because of a video that I had saw the previous day, where this girl said she left a church, like it was some church hurt and all that with the church. And then she was like, oh, at my new church, they don't talk about, the ugly stuff of God. They're all, it's all happy. And I was like, and when I saw it, I initially was like, they talk about everything at my church. Like, what? Who only do part of what? So I'm like, are you really getting spiritually fed if you only knowing one part of God? Because if we are in Christ, how can you only know part of him? That's just like you getting into a relationship with someone and they only tell you about half of them. And then when you see the other side, then you're over here looking like, I don't think I want to be a part of this because you didn't give me all this information. So why would a church teach only half of God? See, my prayer closet, the Lord was like, tell the people about the wrath. And I was like, Lord, So he gave me a scripture or whatever. It's somewhere on my YouTube. Y'all probably find it. It's called The Wrath of God. And in my mind, I was like, I don't talk about this. But the Lord done told me to do it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Because this ain't something I normally talk. Because I start thinking about what everybody else is thinking. And that's a thing. Like, sometimes we talk ourselves out of things because we're so consumed on what others think. But I'm learning on this journey that you won't be liked by everyone. And when the Lord give you an assignment to do, you must go do. Okay? And I can't think of what book in the Bible, but it's in the Bible about talents. How I think the Lord gave 3 people talents. 2 of them took them and they doubled them or tripled them. And then it was one person who had a talent and they decided they didn't want to go out and do nothing because they thought they was going to lose it. So they went and buried it. So the Lord came back and, he was like, oh, okay, you doubled it. Okay, you tripled it. And then the other person down here, oh, you buried it. Oh, well, give it back. Because you ain't go out and do nothing with it. So I'm giving you something, but you're not going out and like trying anything. Like, you're not trying anything. You just sat on them. What good is that? What's good in having a talent and not using it? And that reminds me of a time with singing. Okay. I come from a family of singers. In my mind, I feel like I'm not the best singer out of my siblings. On my dad's side, like all of them can sing. And I was like, I can sing, but I can't sing like them. So, I would sing on the choir on church. Like, I promise you, if you wasn't in my house to hear me sing, at church to hear me sing, you never heard me sing. Never. I believe the first time I actually put it out there on, like, for other people to hear me sing is at oh my goodness, Facebook. It was a long time ago. It's 2025. It might have been about 2015, no, about 2014. And there was a challenge going around of a song by Tamala Mann. And I think one of my brothers, either my brother or my sister, they tagged me in the video, right? And the challenge is, they challenging people to sing the song. So I went out there, I sing the song. And people was like, "Oh, Sally, I didn't know you could sing." I know. I only sing at church. But since the Lord has been having me put out me singing, I really do not. I get real bashful, but I'm beginning to come into my own. And the nervous, y'all was so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad with my nervousness when it came to singing. Let me tell y'all about this. Y'all, I was so nervous when I went to sing a solo at church. I bust out laughing inside the mic. So just imagine somebody got the mic and they holding up their mouth and they said, "T." Y'all, was I a teenager? I think I was a teenager then. Y'all, I have come a long way. A long way. I can tell you some stories about how nervous I get when I start singing now. Now, who I am today, the woman who I am today. Now, if they call me to sing, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna sing. I'm not gonna do all the laughing and all that. I'm gonna sing whatever it is the Lord give me to sing. Okay. So I have gotten way better than that. And sometimes you might see me on my social media. If you go on my Facebook Reels, you might catch me singing a song or something on there. Because after I heard the story of the talents, I was like, well, I don't want the Lord to take my voice. I want to use it, to, sing unto him, give him the glory with my voice. So I started singing more because I was like, I want him to take it. And then, so it says the worst failure is failure to try. Now, it can be hard to try for the first time. It can be very hard. But the feeling that you get this accomplished feeling after you have tried for the first time. And like it says in here, it says, whatever your talent is, go out. Start showing your talent. If you I wrote a book for the first time. Never in my life did I think I was going to be a writer or think I was going to write a book. But that's the Lord. He had other plans. And so the Lord put it where I wrote a grief journal. It's a guided grief journal to help people get through grief after I lost my son. It's something that I thought that I was getting closer to God with. That's like the things that I was doing, I thought I was just getting closer to God. But as I got closer to him, the grief became, let me see, it became, it's not as bad as I thought or people thought. Because of the way, I'm going to say, I can't say I carry myself because I don't carry myself. The way the Lord has carried me through, the strength that I have to speak about what happened. I tell people God gifted me with strength. And because of it, I grieve differently. Where a lot of people told me they fell apart when they lost a child. I fell apart, but I still held it together. And now people look up to me and say how I'm strengthening them based off my strength. That the strength is not of my own. It's not of my own. The Lord has healed my broken heart in losing my child. Because when you lose a child, you feel like when you lose someone, period, that's close to you, you feel like there is a piece of you missing. And the Lord filled that void. He filled that void. So I no longer feel the void of my son missing. Because the Lord, I asked him and he healed he healed my broken heart when I asked. So if you are afraid, pray and ask the Lord to give you strength, give you courage. Like it says in Joshua 1:9, be strong and of good courage. For the Lord your God is with you. God is with you wherever you may go. If you feel like you went somewhere and you're all alone, I promise you, you're not alone. The Lord right there with you, ready and willing to help you. You just have to ask. I pray that this has blessed you. And I pray that you all have an amazing night on purpose. See y'all later. Bye-bye.